I made a video at the gym the other day trying to go over kind of defensive conditions when you are a bouncer and you're interacting with people. I didn't realize how much the audio was going to pick up the ambient noise in the gym, so I'll try to clarify just the salient points of what I was trying to say. Got 5 conditions, defensive conditions, DefCons, while you're walking around the bar. DefCon 1, chill, you're relaxed, you're walking around, you can't walk around the bar, you know, in proper fighting stance all the time. It's crazy behavior. So you're just walking around, you're relaxed, but you're aware. It's possible that somebody you've thrown out before has a grudge. They'll try to cook one off on you. So you're not totally down with your guard, but pretty relaxed, pretty normal, walking around, trying to anticipate problems before they show up. Hey, leave it. Your second, I'm sorry, let's say that's 5. 4 is fold. I'll use an example of us clearing the sidewalk at the end of the night. Walking around, hey folks, be cool if you guys could go across the street. Trying to let PD know that we're closed. You know, gotta clear the sidewalk, not a big deal. Glad to have you. Walking around fine. As soon as you see some body language that's not friendly, some resistance, some attitude, maybe somebody's a little bit shitty in the bar earlier, you go ahead and you fold. Once they're close-ish, you know, a few steps away, just fold. Now I don't latch my hands, it's over the top. So fist, under elbow, right there. Now I also don't stand square. As soon as I fold, I'll put a foot forward. Just load my rear leg, put a foot forward. Hey, you know, not in trouble, just if we could get you guys to go across the street, that'd be awesome. Now this allows me to quickly go into a shell. I can go kinetic from here. So it's a decent, non-provoking position to be in while you're talking to other people. From here, it changes based on range and attitude. If there's still a bad attitude, I'm going to take away the knockout target. So on your jawline here, you get cranked on your jaw, it's going to shake your head and smack your brain inside your skull. That's a concussion. It'll knock you out. Rule number 1, stay awake. Rule number 2, stay off the ground. Rule number 3, stay out of the air. So rule number 1, they've got an attractive target right here on the jawline, so I will obstruct it. I'll put my hand here. This is Thinker. So DefCon 5, 4, 3. So chill, fold, Thinker. Now what this does is I'll kind of roll my shoulder up. Not a big deal. So here's fold. Now from fold to Thinker, I'm here. Now if you look around, it's not really an attractive target. If somebody knows a little bit, they're not going to be confident that they can put you to sleep with a punch. Now just, hey, I roll my shoulders forward, my chin stays tucked, I'm not out here. What I don't want to do is the silly bravado where you get kind of carried away and it's this kind of thing or this, and you stand with your feet square to your target. That doesn't work out. That's just bad fundamentals. So foot slightly forward, I'm well balanced. Here I obstruct the target and I just talk like this. So I don't want to, you know, make it obvious what I'm doing. It's a natural way to talk. Hey, it's all right. I'm not stepping backward. I don't want to give ground. That invites an attack. And I don't want to close distance. That invites an attack. As bouncers, we don't have special powers. So if there's an incident that goes kinetic, somebody gets injured, the cameras on security need to agree with the footage somebody might be taking on the cell phone, and your words, your verbal judo needs to give that person every opportunity to not fight. If you get in a street fight and it looks like you provoked it, and that person hits, they crack their skull, they get a brain swell, they die, that's voluntary manslaughter. This is not a mutual combat state. You'll do 10 years for that. So don't invite a fight that doesn't have to happen. Don't be soft by moving back, hey, hey, hey. Don't be hard by moving forward. Just, this is your real estate. You own it. Don't back off of it. So from chill, fold, Thinker, fence. Now fence is, it looks like they're coming close and they might get into a range where they're going to throw a strike on you. So a fence is, I just go from here and I put my hand, kind of the back of my fingers against their shoulder. Or like this. I prefer this. This seems more passive but not weak. I put it across what I think is their dominant shoulder. left, right, whatever it is. It's going to obstruct if they want to energize and throw a punch over the top. That's another thing you're looking for. You look for somebody, you look at foot position to kind of determine training. If they're square and they're doing this and they're saying names, racial epithets, homophobic slurs, whatever it is, they get into that kind of stuff. Let them do that. Don't get sucked into that game. Don't call them names. Don't match their energy level and their aggression. You already have the legal and moral high ground. They are most likely drunk in public, illegal. Making terroristic threats to fight you, illegal. Making racial slurs, making homophobic slurs. They are in the wrong 6 different ways. So don't join them and match their wrong. Stay professional, stay relaxed. Chill, fold, they start closing distance, I take the target away, and now we're going to go a little bit kinetic. Battery is unwanted touching. So I've touched them, but if anybody looked at it, it's very defensive. Hey, you guys are great tonight. We want you to come back. You're good guys. Just go to the side of the street, whatever it is, whatever I'm trying to get them to do. But I put something right there on their shoulder. Just something that is going to give them a better target than my face for their first shot. What they have to do first is move my hand out of the way. Whatever this is, they've got to get it. As soon as they make contact, they've decided we're going to go ahead and go kinetic. Now, a police officer can just say, feared for my life, and go ahead and pop rounds. We can't. We're not special. So they have to actually go physical first, and then we can put forward a reasonable defense. If somebody just gives you a little shove, or taps you on the shoulder, or holds you back, or grips your shirt, you can't take their head off. As much as you may like to, as much as that may make sense, you just can't blast them like that. You can't give somebody permanent injury just based on that soft initiation. So I give them a target. Instead of my chin, I put a hand out. Hey, you guys are good guys. I make a little bit of contact. It's going to bother them if they want to fight. They're going to swipe it out of the way. They're going to push it, whatever they do. As soon as they touch my hand, as soon as I see a shoulder come up to touch, just swat, boom, you start putting it on them. Stay striking. When I'm talking to somebody and they come up and they get attitude, I've already decided if I'm going to clinch them or not. If they're heavy, like really heavy, I'm not going to clinch. I want to stay striking. If you got great jiu-jitsu, that's great. Don't use it. Only use it as an escape position if you get on the ground, because you're violating rule number 2. So get back up. But we're not going to get into some kind of pulling guard and putting triangle chokes on. Their buddy's going to walk out of the bathroom with cowboy boots and kick your face in. Stay off the damn ground. Don't run your jiu-jitsu. Only as defensive. Run striking or controls on limbs, but don't get down. And then that's it. That's DefCon 1. You're going kinetic. So one more time, walking around, everything's cool. People are far away. I'm aware, but I'm not doing anything that's obviously some kind of fighting thing. As people get closer, attitudes get sour, I'm going to go ahead and fold, just right here. It doesn't look like anything, not a big deal. I've got a foot forward, so I'm not perfectly square. As they get closer within a haymaker range, thinker. And then fence. This is my real estate. You can't come in here. It's too dangerous. I can't let you get in there. So I'm going to give you something you have to get past. And I frame out hard. I'm not going to, just compress and let somebody come in. Once they hit that, boom, kinetic. We're going to start putting hands on. Chill. Fold. Thinker. Fence. Fight.